Hi guys, welcome to the projectgympa.com. My name is Denis Borisov and today we are gonna talk about pull-ups. This is awesome movement. If you believe that squat is the king of legs exercises, likewise pull-ups is the king of legs exercises. It's like upper body squat if you want. Okay, today we will examine this exercise as bodybuilding movement. Okay, before starting we have to understand the difference between such three movements as pull-ups, chin-ups and neutral grip pull-ups. You know, 50 years ago all these three terms was the same. They meant the same thing. When you're lifting yourself up and your chin is above the bar. So this was the same. But then, as time has gone on, these three terms changed and started meaning two separate types of exercises. So what's the difference? The difference is in the grip and in the muscle focus. So when you perform chin up, you use such grip, so your palms are facing you. But when you use pull-ups, your palms will be facing away from you. So we use supinated grip in chin-ups and we use pronated grip when we perform pull-ups. Which muscles do chin-ups and pull-ups work out? So two main groups. So we use our lats, our back on the one hand, and we use our biceps because in all pulls we use our biceps. So it's special movement, as you understand. But when we use supinated grip and pronated grip, by this we involve our biceps less or more. When we use supinated grip, in this situation we involve our biceps hugely. But when we use pronated grip, when our palms will facing away from us, in this situation our biceps don't involve to work out as much as in this situation. That is why we can concentrate the tension in our back or in our biceps. So today I'm gonna talk about pull-ups. Why? Because this exercise is much better for your back. Because we use this grip. Our palms are facing away from us. But if we use supinated grip like this, in this situation our biceps will work hugely. It isn't good for us because pull-ups is exercise for building our back. So our main target in this exercise is back muscles, our lats. This exercise is not for building your biceps. That is why today I'm gonna talk about pull-ups. Okay, how does this exercise look like? Grasp the bar with a grip wider than shoulder width. Your palms will facing away from you. You understand why? Because in this way we involve our lats, our back, and eliminate the tension from our biceps. Okay, and our starting position, this one, and down, up, above, down, up, down, up. So you see, I try to move my body, my chest to the bar. I don't think about my chin. I think about my chest, and you see at the top point and at the lowest point I make pause for 1 or 2 seconds. So in this position, pause for 1 or 2 seconds, and here it is. Why? This one is for stretching my legs, and this one is for contracting my legs. So it's a very specific exercise, it's very effective, but you have to understand few important tips in order to perform it correctly. What I'm speaking about. First of all, I mean grip width. Because of grip width, we can change the tension, and we can change muscles that are involved in this exercise. So we can use narrow grip or wider one, and because of this we can change the tension from our back to our biceps. Because the narrower the grip is, the more biceps is involved in workout. The wider the grip is, the more lats are involved in workout. So you understand that if our target is lats, so we have to use wide grip. But on the other hand, the wider the grip is, the shorter the range of motion in this exercise. Short range of motion is not good for muscle contraction, because the longer range of motion, the more muscle contraction on the one hand. But on the other hand, when we use short range of motion, for this we have to use narrow grip, and in this situation our biceps is involved in workout. So what's the solution? We have to find optimum grip width. For what? For good muscle contraction. I mean that you have to find such optimum grip width when your biceps are eliminated from workout on the one hand, and on the other hand when you use maximum range of motion and minimal involvement of triceps. Usually it's middle grip, something like this, like shoulder width or little bit wider. So don't use too wide grip and don't use narrow one. You have to find optimum grip width for good lats contraction. Usually this grip is something like this. Excellent. The second very important advice is about your back. Your back has to be straight. It's very important in all back exercises. I said it before. You know, it's important not only for your safety, it's important for good muscle contraction. In order to contract your muscles, you have to keep your back straight. It's very important. So, in what way we can do it? I have very good advice for you. In order to keep your back straight, don't round your back like this, in order to do it, you have to arch your lower back. Don't be afraid of doing it, because arching of your lower back is natural position of your spine, so don't be afraid. And when you arch your lower back, so this position of maximum strength and safety of your spine alignments. So in order to create this arching, you have to put your chest to the bar. Don't think about your chin. Think about chest to bar. So you see, I don't think about my chin. I think about my chest, like this. I try to put my chest to the bar. And if I do so, in this situation, my back is straight, and it's very important for good muscle contraction. And this is good advice for your back, for muscle contraction, for your safety. This is good advice to create this exercise muscle building tool for your back. Another very important advice. I want you to imagine that your arms are ended on your elbows when perform this exercise. It's very important to eliminate biceps from working, because our biceps are engaging in the work in every pulse, and it isn't good in this movement, because this movement is for building our lats, not our biceps. So our biceps are moved our forearms like this, and in order to eliminate it, we have to imagine that we don't have our forearms at all, that we have to imagine that our arms are ended with our elbows, and by this we can perform this exercise more efficiently. So when I perform pull-ups, I don't think about the bar, I don't think about my palm, about my forearm, I think about my elbows. So I try to pull my elbows back and down to the ground. It's difficult to understand, you have to imagine this situation. You move your elbows, and that is why muscle contraction in our lats, not in our biceps. It's very important advice. This advice will help you to eliminate biceps workout and concentrate the tension in your back muscles. Another important advice is don't dead hang. What is it? Such situation, dead hang. So in the lowest point, you have to keep the tension in your lats. That is why don't lock out your elbows completely. You have to keep the tension. This position. This is not good. This is good. Pause, and I keep the tension. Keep the tension, not that hand. So I'm working in the partition range of motion. You see, at the lowest point, I don't lock out my elbows completely. That is why I can preserve the tension in my lats, and it's very important, because our target in all bodybuilding exercises to keep the tension in the targeted muscle, and this is it. This is what we have to do in this exercise. Okay, what about breathing? The same rule, always exhale on exertion. So exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale up, inhale down, up, down, up, down. The same rule, it isn't difficult at all. So summarizing, you have to keep your back straight. You have to think about your elbows, not about palm, about the bar, and so on. You have to exhale on the exertion. Don't relax completely at the bottom. Don't dead hand. And you have to use comfortable grip width. Not too wide one, not narrow one. You have to find optimum one, something like this. Okay, guys, that's all. Thanks for clicking. You can leave your comments down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, featuring new exercises videos weekly. These are pull-ups, baby.